Hello everyone. Well, do you know in India which company manufacture KTM? वैसे मुझे कुछ दिन पहले ही पता चला इट्स बजाज ऑटो, जो बजाज ग्रुप का ही एक पार्ट है. डू यू नो हु इज़ द पर्सन बिहाइंड बजाज ऑटो? व्हाट इज़ द बिजनेस मॉडल ऑफ द बजाज ऑटो? और इस कंपनी का फाइनेंस कैसा है, प्रॉफिटेबल है या नहीं? इस वीडियो में हम लोग ये सारी बातें करेंगे. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर टॉक फ्रॉम अ ब्रीफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ बजाज ऑटो. बात आज़ादी से भी पहले की है, जब बजाज ऑटो को 29 नवंबर 1945 में बजराज ट्रेडिंग कॉरपोरेशन प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के नाम से रजिस्टर किया गया था. उस टाइम कंपनी का धंधा बिल्कुल सिंपल था. बाहर देश से 2 और 3 व्हीलर को इंपोर्ट करके इंडिया में बेचना. बिल्कुल सिंपल कमीशन वर्क कह सकते हैं हम इसे. But now the Bajaj Auto is world's third largest manufacturer of motorcycle and second largest in India. Now the question arises, how the company scaled up to this level? Who is the person behind this? Let's get deep down into this. Rahul Bajaj, the grandson of Jamnalal Bajaj, he became the CEO of Bajaj Auto in 1968. Rahul Bajaj was always regarded as a plain spoken man. His friend called him fearless because of some reason. When Italy's Piaggio company denied to renew the license of the Bajaj Auto in 1970, then Rahul Bajaj started to manufacture the scooter of his own brand like Chetak, Super, etc. One more fearless decision that he had taken in the time of Indira Gandhi was that there is something called license Raj. It is a type of government policy under which the production is restricted to a certain limits. Many buyers had to book and wait for a years to receive the scooter. Rahul Bajaj protested against the license Raj and increased the production to satisfy the demand. In an interview, Rahul Bajaj said if he had to go to jail for production of a commodity that most Indian needs, he didn't mind. Now let's talk about some of the historical events of Bajaj Auto that helped the company to scale up to this level. It was the time of 1972 when the legend is born called the Bajaj Chetak. It was an affordable means of transportation for millions of Indians for decades and is remembered as the Hamara Bajaj. Do you know what is the name of the legendary horse of the great Indian warrior Maharana Pratap? Well, I think you know. It's Chetak. From this, the company named his scooter Bajaj Chetak. Well, Rahul Bajaj had done a great job. His contribution was immense in reinventing Bajaj Auto from a scooter maker to a predominantly motorcycle company. The first step towards bike from Bajaj Auto was in 1981 and its Bajaj M50. It became highly popular in suburban and urban market, winning many hearts with its affordable price tag, high fuel efficiency and sufficient ruggedness. Just after 9 years, in 1990, Sunny is launched. The Ioniq brand changes the game in the two-wheeler market. Its main consumer were college-going students. In the 60cc engine and a top speed of 50 km per hour make it a bestseller. In 2001, it was a time of liberalization when the Japanese competitors like Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha introduced new motorcycle and changes the dynamic of the Indian market. It was a time when Bajaj Auto have to do something extraordinary to catch up the market. So the Bajaj Auto reinvented itself and come up with Bajaj Pulsar motorcycle. It revolutionized sports biking in India. Now it's time to have a look at the business profile of the Bajaj Group. So there are some questions which we are going to discuss to know in and out of the company. Let's start with the basic one. Number one is, what does Bajaj Auto do? No doubt, Bajaj Auto manufacture and sell 2 and 3 wheelers. Two-wheeler bikes are further divided into two different segments, the M segment and the S segment. CT, Platinum, Pulsar 125 are some of the M segment bikes. Some of the sport or S segment bikes is Avenger, Pulsar RS 200 and a lot more. In three-wheeler segment, they manufacture auto rickshaw, commercial vehicles like goods carriers and passenger carriers. Now the next question is, how much does the company manufacture? Well, the company has three manufacturing plants, Waluj, Chakkan, Pantnagar. The oldest plant was Waluj, which was set up in 1984, and the plant has the capacity to manufacture 2.7 million bikes and 9.3 lakh of commercial vehicles. In Chakkan, they can manufacture 1.2 millions of motorcycles and scooters. And in Pantnagar, they can manufacture 1.8 millions of motorcycles. Now the next question number 3 is, where do they sell? Well, they sell both in domestic market and in international market. Apart from India, they sell in Mexico, Bangladesh, Nepal, Iraq, Nigeria, Uganda and many different countries. Now the next question is also a part of question number 3, which is, how many units of 2 and 3 wheelers and commercial vehicles does Bajaj Auto sell in India and the international market? In India, as you can see in the table number 1, sales of domestic motorcycles in 2020, 2 million bikes sold. In 2021 it was 1.8 million and in 2022 it was 1.6. You can see the decreasing number of sales. In domestic three-wheeler segment, you can see in financial year 2021 a drastic decrease in sales is because of the COVID. But slowly and steadily, company is trying to catch up the previous milestone. In international market, you can see the total number of sales is grown by 2 million in financial year 2021 to 2.5 million in 2021. I mean 2022. Now the most critical question perhaps is, how much revenue does the Bajaj Auto make? In international market, from financial year 2021 to financial year 2022, revenue is grown by 33.5%, which is quite good. If we talk about the domestic market, the revenue grown from 14,445.9 crore to in financial year 2021 to 15,201.9 crore in financial year 2022. Now it's time to end our discussion with a quotation from Rahul Bajaj, which is, do whatever you think best, but be the best at whatever you do. Thank you everyone. This is from my sides. Meet you in the next video.